Hey Pioneers, this is Mr. Tompkins here, your Assistant Principal of Student Services, going over registration for the 2021-22 school year for our current sophomores going to be junior class. Okay, really important that you guys fill this out because there's a lot that goes into creating a master schedule, and just wanted to make sure that you guys take this seriously because we have this window open for the week, and if you're unable to fill out these, your both your PowerSchool and a new Google form, we're gonna have to pick you guys as classes for you if you can't fill it out. So really important that you guys fill this out, and because there's a lot that goes into play, whether it goes to hiring new teachers, creating new sections, adding additional classes that you guys feel you might want or need or remove. So a lot that goes into play here. So we'll just go through all this, and then you'll be on your way to registration. So you're going to start off by logging into your PowerSchool account. This is my dummy account with my name right there. Okay. On the left-hand side, you're going to go down to class registration. Okay. Class registration is going to take you to this screen that you see in front of you right now. Okay. And you guys should be used to this. You've done this for the last 2 years. And so you're going to go through line by line and see if these are the classes that you want to take. And then you're going to hit submit. Okay. You're going to start off with your required core class. Now, this is pre-slugged for you. And the key that you want to do is you're going to click the little pencil. And I also want you to know that it's already got the little check mark here, meaning yes, you are good to go. This section is good to submit. The one thing I want to pay attention to is, and you'll see it when we get lower, is that you need to check both boxes. Basically, this says, hey, I'm taking American Lit first semester and I'm taking American Lit second semester. This is how we get clean data to run. So you're going to be in your junior year. A typical junior is going to be taking American Lit Advanced Comp. It's going to be taking the third year of math, integrated math 3. There's another option that I'll show you below. Physical earth science, and then US history. Now, a lot of this can change, but for the most part, these are the classes that a typical junior would take. Alternative core. So come down here. You might be wanting to take chemistry. You might be wanting to you might have to retake math 2, or you might have started a little late. You might want to get that third year math, and integrated math 3 may not be for you. So we also now have this option called mathematics for personal finance, which is great. Learn about budgeting and credit card debt and financial planning. Just a great third year option. It is also A through G, so it gets you that college credit. So I wasn't stellar in math 2, but I still need to keep my wits about me, and keep math on my brain. So I'm gonna choose mathematics for personal finance. Okay, I'm gonna hit OK. See, and right here shows that I have selected these 10 credits, and notice that I picked both the first and second semester. Okay, advanced core, here's your options if you want to take those AP classes. Okay, so AP biology, AP calculus, chemistry, AP lang, AP statistics, and there's more. So make sure to pay attention to these bottom tabs. Okay, I'm not going to take any AP classes, so I'm just going to move down. Foreign language option, you should have American Sign Language, AP Spanish, and then just regular Spanish. Okay, we do not offer French anymore, just so you know. Okay, electives. Notice that it's got an exclamation point right here. This is showing me that, hey, I need to select some classes. Okay, you have an option to take up to 5 elective courses, so that's a total of 10 boxes. Now, the really important thing is that all this does right here is tell me, hey, this is a group of electives that I'm actually interested in, but later when I do the Google form, you'll actually be able to prioritize. So for example, I'm going to take, I've already taken 3D Art 1, so I'm going to take 3D Art 2 next year because I really like drawing and sketching with Miss Blackman. I'm an Avid student, so I'm going to move on to Avid 3. Remember, you have to have Avid 2 to move on. I also want to do not that. Okay, I also want to dance because Miss A is awesome, and I've heard nothing but great things. I have three classes selected right now. but you guys should choose, link crew sounds like a blast, and intro to video. I'm just gonna use those. I'm gonna hit OK. Now all those classes are selected. Now, if you're in Academy, you have to go through, because if you're in Academy of Health Science, you guys are going to take your American Lit as a cohort, okay? Same thing with your elective classes are offered here, and then Academy of Computer Science, your classes are also here. So if I wanted to take, it's in your track to take Integrated Math 3 with typically Mr. Nelson, so you'll click that. If you're going the IT computer repair route, you're gonna click the IT computer repair, but make sure you're hitting both of these boxes, okay? And just make sure I hit them all so that you guys can see. Nursing and medical assistant, those are both offered to juniors. You welcome to apply. Our priority goes to typically the senior class, but if there's openings, like I believe there was last year, we had a student get in, so go ahead and click that. Summer school, whether you did well, didn't do so hot, that option is for you. Important to note that summer school is still a little bit up in the air, but what I can tell you is that it will not be packets this year, and it will not be uh, um, it will not be in person as of right now. So if I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but I'm not taking summer school. And when you're at the very end, when you're done with all this, it looks great. You're gonna have a little submit button right here. I don't have this option, but you do. So you hit submit. And something also worth noting is that it's live for the whole week. So say you hit submit, you can come back later in the week and actually come back and change your classes because maybe something doesn't fit for you. Okay. The other key thing is, see this check mark at the bottom that says that, hey, I have all the classes I needed to submit. So I'm requesting 100 credits and I'm good to go. Okay. All right. Step 2. You're going to go to the Mount Whitney High School homepage. Okay. Hopefully my screen's still sharing. You're going to go to the Student Services page or tab, and under Counseling Department, you'll see the registration materials, and you'll have all these great links that Miss Bravo created for you guys, okay? Go to the bottom and hit register here. This is gonna pull up another page. Eventually, this video that I'm recording is gonna be right here, okay? But what I want you guys to pay attention to is go down to this, complete the Google registration form for your current grade level. You guys are sophomores going to be juniors, and it pops up here. Okay, it's really imperative that you guys fill this form out. Essentially, you're going to feel like you're doing the same thing, but what this does is when it comes to the elective section, it lets us know what order you in priority you would like for your elective. So I'm just going to go through this real quick, and I'll explain a little bit more in detail later. So I'm going to say A Tompkins at bsd.us. Apparently, they don't like me. I can't type today. Tompkins, Adam, 555. Do you plan to attend summer school? So if you plan to attend a summer school, it's going to take you to a special page. If you don't, it'll move you forward to another. So I'm going to just hit yes. Next, okay. Scheduling for your junior year. I failed one of my classes and I'm going to summer school to recover credit. Or you're going to head. So I'm just going to say no. I didn't fail class. So it should take me to, yeah, I'd like to go to summer school and earn up to 10 additional credits. I'm going to say yes. My options are US history, physical education, or concurrent enrollment through College of the Sequoias. This is nice because this notifies your counselor like, hey, Joe Schmo over here is taking class at COS. I need to talk to them because they're going to need a concurrent form, and they're also we're going to need to plug that into your transcript for you. Okay. So I'm going to pick US history because I want to open up space for my elective. Moving on to the primary core classes. It was pre-slugged in PowerSchool, but for us, it's not going to be. So for English language arts, you can take your American Lit, or you have the option to take AP language, okay? Note here that it's recommended that you have a 3.0 GPA in your ELA class, but it's not mandatory, okay? So American Lit. I'm gonna take mathematics for personal assignments. science, I want to take chemistry, and then US history. Even though I said I was going to take it over the summer, I still want you to hit this because, again, like all things, it's not guaranteed that that summer school class is going to go great, and we want to make sure that we're planning ahead for next year. So, career technical education pathways. So now we're going into our junior electives, and this is where it gets really important that you guys follow and choose your classes wisely. So one thing I'd like to state that, and I put this up here, is that if you are in a CTE pathway or if you're in a linked learning academy, your course of study goes is a 4 year on a 4 year continuum. So it's really important that you guys make it to these capstone courses. This is how you get those college and career readiness cords. If you're an academy like a computer science or a academy of health science, it's mandatory that you go to the 4th year for your capstone course or your 4th year course. But so, I mean, if you're in Ag Science 1, you already took integrated agricultural biology, go to advanced animal plant physiology. Work your way through it. It looks great on your transcript. It looks great on your resume, especially when you're applying to colleges. Okay, you have your whole list of course elective offerings. One thing I would like to state is that you'll have this whole page and you get to choose your first choice, second choice, third choice, fourth choice. It's not guaranteed that you're going to get your first choice, but when we plug it into the computer and we go through and prioritize, it's going to tell the computer, hey, if Johnny wanted to take, it had the option of taking animal psychology or engine power. If engine power was his first choice, then the computer would try its best to get that class for you. Okay, but it's not guaranteed. So you're going to go through. No, say if you're an academy student, go all the way to the right. Your first choice needs to be either, if you're Academy of Computer Science, it needs to be AP Computer Science. If you're going that IT route, you're going to choose AOCS. Same thing with Academy of Health Science. Your first choice should be like global health. I'm just going to pick random. I want to be office aid. I know this is different than I want to be in choir or orchestra. Oops, don't leave. And then, oops, don't leave again. And then I also want to be in CDR1. Okay. Concurrent enrollment process. So this means that if I wanted to go to COS and take a class along with my typical classes at Mount Whitney, pay special attention to this. You're going to have to apply to COS. You're going to have to also get a form signed by your counselor. So make sure that you are in touch with your counselor. And by filling this out, you're going to notify your counselor like, hey, I'm interested in taking a class. So say I want to be a nursing assistant. That could be my first choice. I'm going to say that I really want to take this COS class. Do I plan to enroll summer, fall college class concurrently? And I'm going to say yes, and say I wanted to take Psychology 101, if I could spell it. Okay. Next, what's your counselor prayer? And then at the very end, we just have a couple questions for you. What are your post-secondary plans after graduation? Even if you don't know where you want to be yet, it's just nice for us, especially for planning. So we know that you want to go to 4-year and we look at some of your classes and it's not aligning with what 4-year schools are asking for, then hey, here we go. We know that we got to fix some things and get in touch with you. Okay. Any additional comments and questions regarding your schedule, feel free to put them in here. And then also check if you have reviewed your class sections. It's also worth noting that I forgot to add it in, and I will be right after this video, but I also put in under this section NCAA. So if you're planning on playing sports, we want you to check this if you're planning on playing sports in college, because there's other requirements that you need to fill out as well. So that's all I have for you guys today, guys. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact your counselor. We have all these documents on how to choose your classes, the program planning guide, which has a course description for every single class that you could want to take, and then also have some other great resources on just the registration process as a whole. So thanks for your time, and good luck registering. Remember, you have the entire week to do so. Thanks.